Now that Real Madrid is out of the Champions League and basically every other major competition, and it's looking like we're going trophyless this season yet again. To point out a little issue here that's going on in the Real Madrid club, surrounding Real Madrid basically. There's been this, whole trend of Vinicius and Mbappe. It has been going on, but now it's getting to the height of it, where we're having Vinicius versus Mbappe being pinned together or be pinned against each other. After watching that game against Bayern Munich and watching all our previous games before that, blaming Real Madrid downfall, or not even downfall, just our recent shortcomings, blaming it on Mbappe alone has to be one of the most nuanced things anybody can ever do. Because it would be crazy, yeah, to see a team that lost and drew their last two matches before the game against Bayern Munich. They lost and drew their last two matches in Spain. These guys came on to put up this spectacular performance against Bayern Munich in their own home, and you want to blame it on just Mbappe. Mbappe was in those games too when we balled recklessly against those Spanish teams. So how is it Mbappe's fault? It's a collective issue. The team as a whole is responsible for this. They turn up when they want to turn up. They turn down when they want to turn down. You can't blame that on Mbappe. There's this statement that goes around that, when Mbappe is in your team, yeah, the players would want to relax. And what kind of dumb take is that? So a footballer, a whole professional footballer, world class, you're trying to tell me that you tone down because of one man is in your team and you relax. So make that make sense. Like I don't get the logic behind that, bro. I love it on this. I just people that wants to, do what you guys did to Cristiano Ronaldo. You've seen Cristiano Ronaldo in Kylian Mbappe, and you guys are trying to kill his morale right from early. It's the same script the same blame that was being put on Ronaldo is what you guys are trying to put on Kylian Mbappe, saying, oh, he's the problem on the team. When he's in the team, he neutralizes his teammates. Now let's go back in history a bit. At the beginning of this season, whereby we were 7 points ahead, in the La Liga, we were balling good. We're not at our full best. We could have been better, but we're balling good under Xabi Alonso. Mbappe was the one that had us that 7 point. There's nothing you can tell me. If you go through the Mbappe was the one scoring goals after goals after goals after goals that you guys trying to term as useless goals. It was those useless goals that kept us at the top of the league. Until the game against Barcelona, whereby we also beat Barcelona 2-1 after collecting 4 times at Barcelona's hand. Towards the end of the game, Vinicius was being subbed off. Vinicius, by the way, even from the beginning of the season, had a trash run. Vinicius had been on a trash run from the beginning of this season. He was being subbed off at the 72nd minute, and he had an issue with that. He was, very vocal about it. He was throwing tantrums. We all saw it. He was saying things like, "Oh, I will leave this team. It is me again. Why always me?" I don't even want to be on this why always the victim mentality, because some people might want to pin it to, oh, the racism and he's always trying to be the victim. But bro, what do you mean by why always me? You are a footballer just like everybody else. You've played 70 something minutes. You've played rubbish in the 70 something minutes. Let somebody else get the chance. Now he threw these tantrums. What do you think he'll be doing in the dressing room? Just tell me. How do you think the relationship between the team will be? He threw these tantrums. Long story short, that was the downfall. That was the beginning of the downfall of Madrid this season. That was the beginning of it. After that, yeah, we went on to win our game against, I think probably Valencia. But after that Valencia game, we went on a losing and drawing spree. We just went down the drain, and then we faced Barcelona. We lost the Copa del Rey to Barcelona at the finals, and that was when Mbappe got sacked. And then everybody blamed everything on Mbappe, calling him General Mbappe just because of one video where he was like, "Come this way, let's not go this way," something like that. He was not the only one doing that, by the way. It was him and Rodrigo making that direction, that order. But it was Mbappe that took the blame, and that was when this whole dictator Mbappe stuff started from. From there, instead of calling Victor Mbappe, started to slander his name. Now leading up to this point, Mbappe got an injury, and then he was out for some games, and for 5 games he was out, and we won those 5 games. He came back into the squad, and then we lost. And then everybody's like, "Oh, Vinicius had been doing a carry job since the beginning of Mbappe's exit, or since the beginning of Mbappe's break for his injury. And as he came back, he's the problem of our team. We lost." Now pause right there. I keep saying this. What a lot of Madrid fans keep forgetting, yeah, is the midfield. The midfield. During the time we were winning those 2 Champions League, they always like to pin on Vinicius Jr. We had a spectacular midfield. We had Kroos in our midfield. We had Modric. I'm talking about leadership, history, people that knew what it is to be part of the golden Real Madrid era were in our team. They exited the team, and Kylian Mbappe came into this team. Those 5 games winning spree, Vinicius Jr. was not the one who took us on anything. Bro, the entire midfield were the one who raised Madrid throughout that 5-game victory. Everybody wants to put the whole glory now on Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. turned up or woke up from his slumber at the second leg after Valverde already killed Man City finish. Valverde was done and dusted with Man City with his 3 goals, his hat-trick in the first half, in the first leg. Vinicius Jr. came in the second leg, scored some goals, whereby he was missing chances. In the first leg, he also missed the penalty. He was missing chances left and right. Now he went on to play Atletico. He scored 2 goals against Atletico as well. Now Valverde and Thiago Pitach were very, very instrumental in our midfield throughout this whole period. And when Mbappe came back, the day he came back, the day everybody wants to use to, term Mbappe as the problem, the day he came back, the two of them were missing in the midfield. The most important part, the most important position in a football game. They were missing. We need a total fix up of the whole thing, to be honest, so that Kylian Mbappe goals can stand. It's like saying a tap is running into a bucket, but the bucket is not still getting filled up. Meaning there's a problem. The problem is not the tap. The problem is the bucket. Probably there's a leak. So what we need to do, fix up the midfield very well. Fix up the defense. Not blaming Kylian Mbappe. His goals are very much needed. Kylian Mbappe is a much more instrumental player. I said he's a much more instrumental player than Vinicius Junior in Real Madrid. We need to let some players go. We need to let some players go and get new players and fix up our team for the next season. This whole pointing hands, pointing fingers, it is dumb. It is dumb. There's nothing like left to Vinicius, we are not getting nothing. Not with this indecisiveness. Not with this lack of urgency. Poor with his decision making, with his passing. As a winger, honestly, I think Vinicius should go. I think Vinicius should also step. If you ask